So let's go into advice time.
Yes.
And this advice can pretty much be used for ghosting and breadcrumbing.
Yeah.
So when you're being breadcrumbed or when you're about to be ghosted or you're seeing some red flags, when somebody makes you feel like they're not sure about you, when somebody makes you feel confused, instead of saying, I'm going to fight for you, because that's the message they're receiving. They're going to fight for me so I can treat them like crap. So instead of saying, I'm going to fight for you, I'm going to prove to you that I'm great and that you deserve this, what you should do is think, hold on, you're not sure about me? Well, I'm not sure about you. So let me minimize all this effort or remove it completely that I've been giving you.
Exactly. And the thing that she said, it's even more at the beginning.
Yes.
Even more. Because, let's be clear, even if you feel good, even if you had 2-3 good dates, amazing, you don't know this person. Still. You still don't know him or don't know her. So, when you see those red flags, when you start already to see that you're the one who do more, where at the beginning of a relationship, normally, you shouldn't feel this type of things. Because it's a big red flag. You give to a stranger something because it's a stranger. Let's face it.
Absolutely.
Even if you feel like because you talk every day since 1 week, you don't know this person. So it's really important to always step back when you have this thing and realize that, okay, now I may not gonna end the relation because you maybe see some things.
Yeah,
and
there's
it's,
still attraction.
Still attraction and
like
things like that. But there is things I'm not gonna do. If you are the one who always message,
nah.
Always, you always use message. Say, hey, how are you? Hey, what's happened?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to come? Huh? When you start to see that it's always you stop this.
Absolutely.
You stop this, and you're gonna see. If he was going to ghost you, you're not gonna have answer from them anymore.
Yes, and
you're gonna see it.
That's a really great point. It just makes me think of something that my mom used to say, and it's the things you let slide in the beginning is the reasons you leave in the end. So you need to set that expectation from the start. From the start, you set the expectation of how you're going to be treated, how you want to be treated, and what your expectation is.
Yeah.
You only give to those who deserve.
And the thing is, like, people who ghost you, you knew that you're gonna be ghosted.
No.
But you knew those red flags.
They were there.
They were there. You knew it. But you just dismissed them because the relation, the excitation or some things was so good that you were like, nah.
Yo, we all have had love goggles
Of
on.
course,
We've all been
of
blinded
course.
by love and the excitement of something new and beautiful.
It's gonna happen again.
And that brings me into my next advice, our next advice, and it's be careful, be compassionate with yourself. The way you're compassionate with the breadcrumber or the person you try to, please, be compassionate like that with yourself.
Yeah.
And don't blame yourself, because we're all vulnerable to being treated this way. And when it's happening, when you're being breadcrumb, you don't always know. You can't tell because it's a very gradual process.
Oh yeah.
But you will one day wake up and realize that you're saying to yourself, oh, it was such a good day, he didn't yell at me. Or, oh, it's such a good day, he texted me back when I texted him. And when you start to think of those things and feel happy for those bare minimum things that they should be doing that are so normal, you have to tell yourself something's wrong here.
Yeah. You have to.
And then you ghost them. No.
I mean, if they deserve it.
For real, though.
If they deserve it, they deserve it. We said before. Some people deserve a good ghost.
Yep. The next advice would be that breadcrumbing is very similar to gaslighting.
Yeah.
And because there's love bombing attached, because there's gaslighting involved, you may feel like you're leaving something amazing.
Yeah.
You may feel like, oh my God, I'm missing out if I leave this person. It will get better. You have to understand that things don't get better, they only get worse.
Yeah. You also should prioritize your goals when you, in terms of being with someone,
yes,
and what you want in the relationship, and how you view a relationship. That's how you protect yourself from all those things. You need to remember, if in your mind, be in a healthy relationship, or a healthy beginning of a relationship should look like this or like that. If it's not like that, then there is a red flag. Because that's what as well. We have expectation, but as we feel like if we put our expectation before this person, we feel like we're gonna lose some things because of our strong expectation. No, that's your expectation. If this person, it doesn't go inside, or doesn't even get close to your expectation, because sometimes you can have a little things, you can have something that you don't like, but that's not that huge,
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. We need to also to make the difference. But if they're even that close to your expectation, bye.
If you're picturing a happy family, like Fab said, and a very specific type of relationship that's healthy, that's vibrant, that's exciting,
someone who value you, woman, someone who's vulnerable with you when you are, who listen to you, all these type of things, all these small things.
If you see that person doesn't possess these character traits, your priority should be that relationship that you've imagined, rather than this person who you're trying to fit into a mold. They're never gonna fit in the mold. It's very hard. It's easier said than done. But it's good to visualize these things.
You need to visual, and that's the process of healing from the trauma, healing from past relationship. Because like that, when you start to heal and you start to put these boundaries, and you respect those boundaries
for yourself,
before to meet someone, it's already set.
Exactly.
It's there.
Exactly.
So we're gonna meet, we're gonna chill, okay, we're gonna see, because it takes time to see all those things, to see those different parameters, it takes time. But as soon as you see, oh, there's this, okay, it's there. Okay, let's go another date. Oh, there is this as well. Oh, hell no. It's already done. Even if sex was good, even if he kissed you so well that
if he's super hot,
even if he's hot physically, no, because set those boundaries and those expectations in your mind, and respect and stick to them, gonna help you to don't choose someone and stay with the wrong person during 7 years of your life. Headache as well. Set those boundaries, stick to them.
And that's a great segue, because if you've been in a love bombing situation, or if you've been ghosted and you've seen red flags, or you've been love bombed, or any of those things, or been in a situationship, we all have, I'm sure. One thing that really helped me in the past was, I have short-term memory loss. Okay, I see the best in folks, and I forget that I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I used to write down my disappointments, and I used to read them to remember how I felt. Because I'm a very forgiving person. Not anymore, I was. But now you're one and done. But it's really, really helpful to write down disappointments and what people have done, or how you felt more so than what they've done, so that you can avoid feeling that again. Because when you start to feel that way again and you read it, you can really switch in your brain what action you want to take.
That's so true. That's something I would never think to do.
Right.
And when you think, when you say it now, it feels really weird, because you don't remember this. You have too much things to do in life. You're working, your child, your things. I mean, when you are in a relationship already, for example, or even, I don't think you do that at the beginning straight away. Because it's the beginning of a relationship. But when you are in a relationship, and for the breadcrumbing or love bombing or things like that, it's a way to, let me remember. Let me see. It's happened so many times.
Right.
Is it normal?
No, and it's good to it's a good way to distance yourself from that particular person.
Yeah.
Because it's usually the same type of person that you'll attract if you haven't healed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then finally, I would say I would write a different list, a very positive list about myself, about the things that I value about myself,
Yes.
about the things that I like about myself,
Yes.
about the things that I find beautiful about myself. And it's funny because in the beginning, it was easier to write disappointments than all the things that I value about myself.
Yeah.
But when I started writing, I realized, wow, I do value a lot of things.
Exactly.
And when you do that, you also program your mind to remember your worth.
So true. So true. But you know what? I'm just thinking about something while you talk about that. The thing that he just said about herself. You have to do it also. Imagine when you are in a relationship and all these things happen and you didn't do it. You end the relationship is finished. To heal, it's a good way to heal. The first part, you write something, you had all the bad things happen during this relationship before, and what your partner was doing really bad, how he hurt you. You write it, and also after you write as well all the things were good in you, and then you can also see, you can make a diagnostic, I would say,
Yeah.
of this relationship. That's how you can heal. I don't talk
You
about
can.
that, but we need to make diagnostic sometime. Most of the time, I would say, after, I don't know, 7, 10, 15 years of relationship, there's a moment of your life that you have to make a diagnostic to understand how to heal from them.
It's
And
true.
that's really good. Not only when you are in a relationship, but during the transition as well.
There is definitely something to be said about having a visual around your thoughts, because our thoughts are very complex, our emotions are very complex, and they're intertwined. So when you put them on a page, it's easier to break them down. I think if you think about going to the store and you write a list of things you're going to buy,
Yeah.
less likely you're going to forget what you need. When you try to organize your mind, imagine it's even more complex.
Yeah.
So when you write these lists, when you remind yourself, you're less likely to forget. You're also more likely to, if you continue reading these positive affirmations about yourself and these positive words about what you value, you're more likely to actually believe it and live it.
Yeah.
And live by it, because it sounds so silly, it sounds so simple, but there is definitely a power in writing something on a page.
Of course, I mean, you see it for everything. It's just like for relationship, and like we said it before. We feel like relationship and everything's about relationship. It's in ourselves since
Yes.
we are born.
Yes.
Why not?
Exactly.
You know, and it's like everything you have to learn. You have to teach your mind also how to learn about relationship. That's the
Yes.
thing as well. And the same way you learn mathematics, the same way you learn economics, is the same way you have to learn as well about relationship and human relationship.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And a relationship with yourself.
Yes.
And, you know,
Also.
for anyone who's ever been to therapy, every therapist will tell you journaling is the best way to heal yourself. And I'm not necessarily saying you must journal every day, but what's important is to write the things down that matter at the moment.
At the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's our advice. Thanks for joining us today. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with someone who could benefit.
And until next time, take care and nurture your relationship.
Relate right.